I do. Right. It's a late one, but anyway. I've got just gone through it all. Made sure everything's lined up. There was a few discrepancies. So I had to just basically adjust some of the holes lining up. I'll tell you what I was doing actually. Alright, so basically, let's get rid of that minute and the mat. Let's take off. Excuse me. Go back to parallel view. Right. So you can see it all stacked up. But if I zoom in here, this is where it all spins around. That's excuse me. I had a few offsets out that, so trying to manipulate stuff. The ball bearings and some of the holes weren't quite lining up. Wouldn't have made much difference, but I want it to be perfect. So basically, if I turn some of this stuff off, so right, cover it off. You can see how they're all lined up. You've got your spacer, top bearing. So that's your top bearing. So there's this top spacer. Oh, hang on. There's a discrepancy there to that. That top spacer I need to adjust. Well, the spacer, you just put it on after anyway, but I need to adjust that. And I thought I'd got it perfect. Obviously, you can never check. You can never check it too much. That's just a loose spacer, so you put that on manually. Won't affect the design, but let me just take off the middle spacer. Oh, it's probably the middle space that's out. Oh, that's out as well. Did turn off. Yeah, I did turn that off. So the middle space is out as well. Turn the middle spacer off. So the bottom space is okay. Right, so I'll have to sort that out anyway. There's always something there. Yeah. Right, anyway. Ball bearing top. And you got your springs top. And your ball bearings middle. And your springs middle. Springs bottom. And your ball bearings bottom. And then you got your spacer. And then your tier, C tier. Oh god, I'm still showing you the A tier. And the B tier. And the C tier. Right. Okay, let's just show you what we got here. That's a good view. So I've done the. Has that got a spacer? What have I got there? Oh. Has this all gone wrong? Hang on, let's put the C back on. Alright, this is the bottom tier. Alright, there we go. Let's turn it right upside down. Let's put the perspective back on. You have to keep swapping between perspective. Right, so this should be. There's so many bits to it, it's crazy. Anyway, you got your 11mm bearing there. And it's in a 12mm plastic. So I've split up. Got 1/2mm there, 1/2mm there. You've got a little bit of play to go in it. Tiny bit. I need to go back onto this one, don't I? God. Yeah. Right, so that's it. So the dowel. I might have done something wrong here. Right, so we've got your plastic there, and you've got your hole. It's your dowel. Oh, maybe the dowel's sticking down too far. And then you want your fixing. Your fixing is there already. It's gone. What have I done here? Why have I lost it? Oh, it's the rendering's gone weird. Sketch it for you. If you try to create stuff with a with something that doesn't cost, you'll end up with a few niggles, which you either live with or you drop it and go to something like Fusion 360 and see if you want to pay a subscription. If if this is what I was doing every day, maybe, yeah, probably. Right. So where am I going wrong here? Let's try and have a look, find it. I was just going to give you a run through. Anyway, I tell you what, we won't. I'll fix that later. I'll double check that again. At least I found a problem. Right, so let's get it all back together. Let's just tick all this stuff. Right. That's it. Put it back onto parallel projection. Okay, so I've just got rid of all the colours out of it, and I've coloured the tray. Let's get rid of that one a minute. The mat. I've coloured. This is as close as it's going to get within SketchUp to rendering it like the real thing, basically. Let's take off the cover. A, B. Right, so this is B. So basically, I took the colours out. So I've included this sort of. Imagine this is clear polycarbonate or acrylic. And when you mill it, the milling tip will make all this, as it cuts it, it'll just be like a milky colour where the lines have gone through. So that's what you're getting. And these have got to be milled out. I know these are sharp corners and you can't mill it with a round bit, but I'm not bothered about making this exactly right. Because when I do the milling, it'll just make these corners round anyway. Only slightly. I think I'll use a 3mm bit, end mill with probably 4 ends on it, 4 flutes, or whatever they call it, flat. So you'll get there won't be jagged corner. It'll be a bend, which is better anyway. Right. Okay. So yeah, that's basically it. I have to line all these up exactly right as well. Right, so that's that tier. Oh yeah, I was going to animate it when I. This is hopefully this is the last one we need to look at. It's nice to have all the colours, but you want to see how it's really going to be. So anyway, let's put the second one on. So yeah, it's basically the same again. But they are different though. So the second one contains these 4 springs that have opposing ball bearings. That ball will lock this one down, and when I put on A, the ball will sit into the top of A, which is the top tier. Is it top tier? Yeah. So you got 3 lots, and these aren't very big. So just have a look. 16mm by 24mm, 10mm deep. So it's for surface mount devices, so little tiny things. And what I've labelled it A, B, C. So the idea is so you can access with the least amount of trouble the ones you use regular. So all your regular stuff you put in this top row here. Possibly, all you'd have to prioritize, try and find out what you use the most of. Put all your regular stuff here up until about this point here, around here, and possibly around here, then all the way around the back. Because when you're working on it, you won't want to keep shifting this all the way around. Like I would have thought. So let's get rid of the bearings a minute. I just want to spin it around and see what it looks like. Let's just get rid of all these bearing stuff. Top bearing, the fixings, dowel, spacers. Right, our bottom bearing. Is that it? It's got C, yeah, and cover. Where's the cover? Right, so this is what it's going to be, the bulk of it. Right, so I can move this stuff around now. So what I'll do is grab the protractor again and try and get in the middle of it. Okay. Pity you got to highlight that, isn't it? So that's the idea. It snaps in, just that. Yeah, so you got to turn these handles round. Obviously, you can just go all the way around to pick. You can get to the top surface, and the ball bearings will help it snap. It'll basically just snap into position. Every time you move it one notch, it goes snap, snap. Oh, if I move my mouse over the way, snap, 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 snap. So that's that way of doing it. So if I select, should be able to do it two ways. So if I go two and that, and place that on again. If I can get it on. It's a bugger this sometimes. Probably I don't know how to use it fully. Is that it? No, is that the one? Try it. Right, so let's just get that in the middle. So I should be able to. Oh, it's got rid of the other one. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. It's doing the right thing. Yeah, because I moved the top cover, now it's moving the. Oh, the labels are staying where they are. I just noticed the labels. They're staying where they are. I can fix that. Right, let's fix that. I might probably, didn't I group them? Maybe I didn't group, no I didn't group them, that's why. Right, hang on, let's group them. Take the lid off. Grab hold of that and the labels and group them. Okay, do the same with this one. Hang on, take off that one a minute. That one and the labels and group them. Take off that one and the labels and group them. Okay. Go back again for the cover. Right, so grab that. Okay. There we go. So, yeah. So I move the two handles, the top cover, keep my hand on those covers and move it round. Oops. Move it round. Right, so yeah. I can get to the components. I can just leave it there, hang on. Right, so let's just tie it up. It snaps normally. Why didn't it snap? Go on then. Snap, go on. Yeah, that's it. Right, we've snapped it there. So let's have a look at it now. Right. I'll go around and have a look at it. I should turn the whole thing around, shouldn't I, really? But never mind, anyway. Let's have a look. Right. So we've got a clear section here with no label on it. We're on B16. Now we should be able to see into, what have I done here? No, it's the whole thing's moved on it. I didn't pick it up, hang on. I didn't get the get it centered. That's what I didn't do. Oof. Right, let's get it centered. Tell you what, let's go a bit one stage further and look into the bottom one. Right, so we're gonna go that one there, and that one there. Then I need to go zoom into here and press shift to hold the reference, and then somehow get on. What's it doing there? Oh my god. It's a dare I say it? Come on. I know what it is. I'm trying to reference. Hang on, can I reference it in there? Yeah. Come on, you can do it. Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's that staying. It's flickering because I'm over top of the area, so that's better. Right. Okay. I could just go like that, I'll tell you what. Is it gonna snap in? Go on, snap. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Let's try again. Yeah, so in reality, you won't do what I've just done there. You'll keep the window facing you. And you'll move the bottom. Yeah, so you pretend I've moved the bottom instead, so you've got two of them lined up, no labels, so there's the win. You can access C15. Yeah, that seems to work. Right, so let's undo that. Go back to the start again. So the idea is keep the top cover facing you. You move the rest. So, how do you do that? How do I grab it in there? I've got to put an handle on it. But you can't. I wonder if I could set that as the center point around the axis, blue axis. Just move that. Anyway, that's how it works. So I've just got to sort those couple of mistakes out. I've got everything else lined up perfectly. I forgot what it is. I didn't line up now. Yeah, so I thought I'd just give you the once over again. This is basically what it'll probably looks very similar to this. And you can replace your labels for something else. Let's put it all back in, down, bearing, spacer, let's put it all on. Right. Let's put a line on, that's it. Yeah, so you can judge the size of it. That's a little node MCU. Standard sort of relay and some terminal blocks. So, I think the one Sion did, he could move this around independent. I'm not sure if he could move that around and then that followed it or not. So, what I'll do is put your hand on there, hold that one where it is, and move the rest. Unless it's only there, then you could just snip it round a bit. I don't know. We're gonna have to build it now and see what it's like. It might be mad or it might be okay. I don't know. Failing that, you could use it as a storage system. Well, that's what it's going to be then. Storage system and just viewing. Yeah, just trying to work it out. So I'd move that to there. How can I can group them together, can't I? And move stuff around. So I need to fix this one in position, really. So how can I rotate the bottom and leave the top where it is on the software? Let's get rid of the mat. I can never see anything with that mat there. So I want to keep this where it is. So you put your hand on it and you can rotate these. It's not, I can't envisage, intuitively you'd want to move this hole to where you want it. But then your equipment, your thing will be moving around with it. If you move that round, it's going to move with it. It's like a puzzle, really. You just got to get that to where you want it. Pick out your stuff, put it on top of there. So you just pick it out, drop it onto the mat. So there's a 2 mil there, like I said before, 1 mil mat. So you can just drop your bits, pick your bits up, just drop them on here. Then pick them up and put them where you want. Place them. So, does it matter? Does it matter if this moves? I'm gonna have a play with this. Oops. Right, let's see if I can do it. I need that to stay where it is, so let's take that off a minute. Take the cover off. And say I want, if you want, you've got to rotate this one. If I want to get to C3, I've got to hold these two still and rotate it to there. So with these two handles here, so I'll put my left hand on there, hold that still, grab these two and pull them round. So this axis part goes over where you're going to get to. Get your component, drop it on the top. You can either leave it where it is or put it back. Let's just try that. So let's try that. Well, I've got to get the bearings in the way now, innit? Yeah, bearing and dowel's in the way. Dowel, bearing, top bearing, spacer. Oh, this is bad, isn't it? That's it, yeah. So what I should do is I should animate it really. I got the animation on, but it takes too long. Right, let's just select that one. Select that one. And rotate it. I made it easy for myself because I've done a cutout in there. And it's getting upset because I've got two things selected. Right. So I've got that. Now how can I put back the cover without letting go of that? I almost need two mice. Can I go over to there now and put the cover back on? Yeah. Oh, no, I've lost it. I've just left it there. See, it's just abandoned it there. I can't carry on with that now. That's a weird one, isn't it? How can I do that then? So I've got to go back to this again. Is there no way you can lock this on? What you got here? Tool wise, rotate, scale, protractor. So I need to somehow keep that on. Don't think I can do it. Can I? I can do an undo. Undo, rotate. So yeah, you got to. So your lid, your cover's there. So you've got to move this lot instead of your cover. Or you don't have to. I don't know. I'm gonna have to build one first and then just see what it's like. Oh dear. I just want to make sure. I'll just build it. I'll have to split it up, split the G code up. Because every piece of this can have to be generate G code. So, I could rotate it from the bottom. But then, I need to rotate the top. I don't know. Can't if I rotate all of them. Yeah, I do. No, because you'll just see that again, won't you? No, but that's okay. Yeah, let's try that then. Right, so I'll get all of them three. And take the bottom bearing off. No, you don't need to do that, do I? Fastening screws. They're not there anyway. Okay, right, let's get this. Oh, come on, don't mess around. Okay. Right, so we've got that. I don't know how to change the angle without using the mouse. Okay, so yeah, it's moving now. Can't see it though. How can I change the angle without losing that? It's not designed for that, is it? I'm trying to do something with this tool that's not really designed for that. Is there a key combination? Can I pan around with a key? What does the arrow key do? Can I? No. Shift and arrow key. Anyway, you can watch it going round and round. You can't see nothing there. That's mad. I don't know. How am I going to do this? So, maybe I can... I need to find out how to... Oh, no, I still got it. Right, so if I could... Can I zoom in? Just need to get to the centre now. Anyway, I'll just build one. There's only so much I can do with this. Unless I animate it. I've done animation before with this. Right. So, can I say? Let's have a look. No, I can't see it. It needs to at least be like that. It needs to be like that. What about if I select it, then undo? I can only undo, rotate. I can't attach the tool again and then put it in a position to turn it. I just selected though, innit? If I could select that without selecting this one, maybe that would work. Right. So I'm going to keep the ones that are selected. Have I selected that now? Should only do the ones that are selected, really. Is that okay? Right, it's selected the top one as well. It's automatically selected the top. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. Okay, this might work then. Right. There you go. Got it working. So, well, I think it wants to be electric, this, doesn't it, really? It needs to have a stepper motor in. If it was electric, you just punch up a number and it'll spin round. Be good if it could spin it, have it electric, wouldn't it? Just punch the number in. I'll select it off a LCD, a little Arduino or something. And it just goes around. Anyway. Maybe that's another model, another time, next year. Right, so I can get to the ones. Let's bring it around to there. This is going to be weird, isn't it? How can I? How can you use such a thing? Is it gonna, with it too many tiers, is it going to be awkward to find your stuff? There's no real way of knowing until we use it. I'll build one. If it doesn't work out, I'll just use it for storage. But, yeah. So, hopefully, we can do that again. You can do something weird with this as well. So, if I can unselect the middle layer. No, it's not going to let me unselect it. Oh, no. Yeah. This won't be any good because I won't be able to get access to it. There'll be no point turning the bottom to, but anyway, let's try it and see what it does. Because you will be able to do this in the You also be able to do this in the real thing. Spin it where you don't want it. Right, here we go then. So the middle one will stay where it is. Have I upset it? Have I messed this up? No. Okay, so you can move the bottom one as well, but it's no advantage. That'll give you access to A7, A8, hang on. So you got access to various ones. There's no advantage of moving the bottom one, really. Oh. No, A2, A3. Maybe put an Arduino with a little OLED display in it and a little stepper motor. But you'd have to be able to, you'd have to have 3 stepper motors. Nightmare. 3 stepper motors. It's probably easy to build a pick and place machine. CNC pick and place machine. Anyway, that's not what it's about, is it? Right, okay, so that brings, so I can get to everything I want to get to there. There's no advantage in moving. No, because if you want to get to any lower ones, you've got to. If you're going to get to the lower ones, you've got to select that one and that one. Is the only way of doing it, isn't it? Right. Okay, let's try again. Right. So I've got the top 2. Yeah. That seems to work, doesn't it? So if you got all your main components that you use regularly right at the front next to the slot to pick them out from, the axis. So I can get to. Oh no, that's not going to work, is it? No, that's not going to work. No, there's no. See, all that's going to get to, moving the 2 is just going to get me to the 1. It's just going to get me to that one, isn't it? Moving the 2. So if you move the top one, you only getting access to the top level. If you move the top and the middle, it doesn't help you. So that's no advantage at all of moving the 2 there. So you're going to have to work from the ground up, I think. Let's try it the other way. Right, so if you want to access the A rack, A tier, or the top tier, you move the A handle. If you want to get to B, you move the B handle. Okay, so we're going to move the B handle. So we're moving that, and that's bringing it into the slot, yeah. that would work. And there's no advantage of moving the bottom one with it, because you can't get to the bottom one. I could go and live, I mean, Krypton Factor with this, or Crystal Maze. Put a ball in there, or a crystal, and say, get it out, see if you can get it out. Oh, God. See if you can get a crystal out. Yeah, so you put a crystal in the bottom. Just one, you know, I don't even know if it would be intuitive, but anyway, so this one, say if let's put a scenario in. So I want B18. I want to access B18, so I can either I'd go anti-clockwise. Hang on, I need to just shrink this a little bit so I can move the cursor all the way around without getting in the way. So B18, I want B18. There it is. Oh no, there's B18, the one without a label on it. Yeah. So I can get to B18. Then I'll say B21. Yeah. Then I want B23. Yeah. Then I want 5. B5. Yeah. Okay, so it might be alright. So whichever, let's get this straight. Whichever row you're after, you have to move just that row. But you have to have the other two lined up. So you leave the others at default, top and bottom at default, and you move this one wherever you want it. Right, let's try the bottom one again. Because I'm a bit thick, so unless I understand something fully, it loses me. But I've got to fully understand something to the detriment of everyone else, annoyance of everyone else. Once I understand it, though, I can understand it completely. I can get the idea, I can see whether it's going to be a good idea or not. Anyway, let's just try this now. I think it would have some AI and know what I'm trying to do. And oh yes, it needs to be in there. Oh yeah. Hang on. Is that it? No, it's not it. Come on, you can do it. Oh, no. Oh, is it that one? I forget. I forget now. It wants to be on there, isn't it? Hey, nasty. Oh my god. Is that it? No, that's not it. Right, I've upset it. Let's try again. So the bottom one. That's it. People who designed this software never intended this to be used for what it's been used for. I wouldn't have thought. Probably wants a rewrite from the ground up, which probably is better one. But you have to pay for the new ones. Anyway, so we got it to work. Okay, so let's just pick a number. 17, C17. So the quickest way of getting to C7 is anti-clockwise. There it is, I missed it. Now it started not to, oh there it is. Yeah, so there's C17. Right, C5. It's quickly going this way for C5, isn't it? Yeah. Hang on. I need some space. Need some screen real estate. So C5, there it is. Why is it not snapping again? Oh, come on. Anyway, C5. I can access that, but only while the other two are in there. Let's call it a home position. When the top three handles are lined up, top two, yeah, the cover and the A and B tier lined up, you can access the bottom one. Okay. So let's try another one. 10. C10. There it is. C9. Okay. Yeah, it works, I think. Right, yeah. So you could store it that way as well. If you stored it that way, you'd lose the contents of C12 if you tipped it up. So you'd have to store it. You have to make sure you store it the right way around. Yeah, there's a lot of ways of using this. It's going to be weird to try. You could even go higher, have more tiers if you want. But then you're constrained by the length of your tweezers as well. Your tweezers are going to got to get the stuff out. Right, let's give it. I think I measured it last time. It hasn't changed much. 41.75, yeah. Right, anyway, that's that. Let's stick the mat back on. Let's have something. Tack module, there you go. Yeah, I'll build one. I'll build it. I'll build it. Tack module. Yeah, this is a bit of a concoction with an OLED book converter. Book converters are okay, but too big. That's why I've gone from that one to this one. Mini 360 book. They're too small. There's no reservoir capacitor on it, so I've had to put one there on the board, electrolytic. Stop the brown out. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, well, I'll build one of these live one day when I built this. Yeah. Right, nothing else to show you there. Oh, that one. Arduino Mega for scale. I keep doing the same thing though. Let's put the bearing in. Top bearing. Yeah, I've got some mistakes in here, haven't I? I've got to find them again. I've got to find them. Alright, where are these mistakes? So, that's not there. So, oh, top spacer. Was that a mistake? No. A. Take the top spacer off. Bearing top. Oh, is it this middle spacer? Yeah. There's a glitch in that somewhere. Right, middle spacer. It's not quite lined up, look. So it needs to go up a tiny bit, that one. Can I make it go up a tiny bit? That's 0.25, so I'll go 0.0125. Still a glitch. So undo. No. Still not quite right. 0.0125. No. Try again. 0.0125. It's getting there slowly. 0.0125. 0.0125. 0.0125. Dunno. Still not right. So it needs to nudge over a tiny bit. And up again. I don't know. Horrible program, really. Right, let's try again. 0.050. Right, what's that like? That's better, it just needs to nudge over a bit now. Right, let's try and nudge it over. Let's try that. No, it's gone too far. 0.0125. That's as close as damn it. Right, so next one will be the B tier. And top. Can't see, why can't I see? Spring top, no, it's not spring top I'm after. Spacer bottom. That's okay. Spacer middle. Okay, so let's take off C tier. Yep. Spacer bottom. Bearing bottom. That's all gone now. Right, okay, let's see what it's like now. This is quite boring, sorry. Okay. Let's make sure I haven't got rid of anything. I should learn the shortcut keys, really. It'd probably help a lot if I learn the shortcut keys. Alright, let's get into perspective and X-ray. Okay, let's see if I can see inside it. See if stuff is lining up. You've got to get this exactly right, because when you create a G-code, the worst thing is when something doesn't line up. You'll start chopping it and hacking. My CNC's got ball screws on it. It's supposed to be accurate to 0.04 of a mil, which is, if you tell any proper CNC machinist that, they'd laugh at it. But for an homebrew obvious thing, it's pretty good. But don't tell anyone who does it for a living, because they'd laugh at that. Yeah. But you can do wonders with it, but you have to set it up first. You've got to set it up. Once you've got it set up. Right. Yeah, you can see the bearings. All bearings. It's going slow now. Go on, get in. Right, so it looks like it's all lining up now. So I should be able to create the G code. Yeah, I should be able to create the G code. And how I do that, I'd have to split it up. So what I'd do is I'd take, you've got to work out which one you're going to make first. But you got to flatten it out. Let's pretend, which one do you want to make first? The bottom one. Go on then. I'll just save that. Because I did modify it. Not responding, no. So I'll get this one. Oh, what's happened? Nothing. Right, so I'll get the bottom one. Copy it. Now I've got to be careful because I've got some other models on it on this sheet. Let me just view the old designs a minute. I've got 2 old designs on here. So I don't want to be flattening stuff out over top of the old design. Right, so paste. What the best way of doing it is to get a grid. Put the axes on. And look from above. Take off perspective. I normally work from here, so I'll have to work from down this side for a change. Okay. Right. So the first thing we've got to do is measure it. Let's put one there for now. Just we can move it in a minute. Let's measure it. No, what am I doing? Oh God. Anyway, right. So I've got to measure it. So I know it's slightly offset. Doesn't matter. Right. So what's the maximum? This looks like 300 mil. Just less than 300 mil. So what I normally do is I create a 10 mil border. I have to be careful with this because I'll tell you what the crucial bit is the width, because my material is only so big. 240. So 240 mil. So I have to put. I need to rotate this really. This will need to be rotated. Is rotated a word? Yeah, rotate. I need to rotate it. So I can either. Right, folks, let's rotate it. They need it the other way around. So let's rotate it. Somewhere like. I could do it like that, but. No, because the material you work with is square. So if you do like that, you're going to have a lot of wasted space. If it's square, really, it wants to be like that. That's how you want to cut it. So you got your 240 mil. See that there? See that the handles aren't sticking out past the material thickness, and you're not going any deeper. So you're going to be cutting. You're basically going to cut your handles out of the waste. What it would have been the waste. See, that's a good way of doing it, but it takes a bit of working out the angle. Yeah. So you need some ruler marks really. So let's just stop that a minute. What I normally do is I normally have 10 mil from here, and I normally have 10 mil down from there. Okay. It's easier if you're cutting out a square or something. Now you could just move that. This is not your material, this is. So what I need to do is turn that. I need to get it over to there. I'll tell you what, if I get this edge over to there first. Right, so let's just move the whole thing. I'll try and do it from the middle. Doesn't matter. Let's move the whole thing from here over to that line. Okay. And then move the whole thing up from here up to there. Okay. Now we've got to try, just have a look, see if it's within. Is that within? Yeah. So I've got to rotate the whole thing now along the center line until my handles appear in the workspace. I might have to alter it slightly. It's gone over a bit to that. Right, so as long as we've got the 10 mil border on the material. So I'll go about like that. Okay. Right, so keep it like that. It's too far over that way, so we've got to move the whole thing over now. And the reason I have exactly 10 mil, there's a reason for it. So I can put that over there. Right. Okay. Now it's no good to make this while it's 3D. That's lined up, so I'll leave it like that. Let's save it. Save as. I'll just save it as one file. And sometimes split it up into G code and that, but I'll just leave it as it is for now. Right. Okay, so if I go down at this angle. Now the labels I don't need. So you want to make it's got to be flat basically. I'll tell you what I've got to find out though before I do that. Is that handle? Oh, that handle's a little bit of a gap there, isn't it? So I've got my 10 mil around here. This is your safe area, start of your safe area. Let's just put another one there going 10 mil that way. And we've got to have one 10 mil that way. And I'll put my safe area at this point here. I'm just going to make sure that is well back. I think it is, isn't it? Right, let's just see what that point is there. Yeah. So I'm going to do 240. 240. Okay, so you can see that handle is in the spare bit scrap. What would have been the scrap, and so is this. That's what you want. It's okay, that's good. Let's just get another mark across here. That's 239, so that can be 240 as well. Okay, you got 240, 240. That's good. So that will fit. That won't fit in a 240 by 240. It will, but the problem you've got a mill to make sure you got your 10 mil safe area. So whatever you do, you've got to put your material. You've got to somehow zero it in. Right, so that'll do for that. Still haven't found my tape measure. I think I've got 250. So I'll just about go in that one. Now if I'd have left this down here, I would have lost that bit there, down to there, and that would have made it to there. Then I would have lost this bit from there to there. So I would have lost this area here, waste. So you might as well do it like that. Right, now what we need to do is let's put it back into perspective. Right, I need to lose some of the stuff now. Some of the stuff that's not, I don't need to generate G code from. So we'll get rid of the labels. Is that the labels? Yeah. Delete the labels. Hopefully it hasn't deleted them off the main one. No, that's okay because I didn't make it as a component. I don't think it would delete anyway if it was a component. Right, what else can we lose off here? We need the holes, we need all the edge, we need all the pockets. We need all this and this pocket and that hole. I think we need everything else. Hopefully this is a single-sided milling. If it wasn't, I'd use these two to flip it over. So you'd have to flip it over onto pins. Let me just double check. So I think this one's pretty good. There's no underside, it's completely flat. There's no milling this side. Yeah. Okay, so that's easy to do. So what you don't want is to do in 3D. So you need to let's go on to that again. You need to put it into 2D. The only one now I'll have to do it by, because these pockets are sat in there and all the other stuff is milled from the surface. Let me have a look. You're coming from the same level. Yeah, so that's all the cutout and the hole there, and all these pockets are the same on the surface level, and all these and all that. The only thing that's not on the surface level is that bottom hole. So, but what I have to do is I might have to put a hole on top and tell it the material thickness and do drill right through. So yeah, so we need to keep the top piece really, but also that hole. It's only 4mm hole, I think it is. 4mm hole. Yeah, 4mm hole. It would be if I clicked on the right part. Go. Yeah, 4mm. 4mm hole. So that'll need to come up to the top. That will. So we're gonna have to. What we do now is we're gonna select all the bottom stuff we don't want. Go back to this parallel. go on the edge view, and I need to get rid of all the stuff. I need to kick that hole. And it's actually, I can easily put that hole back in. Right, so this is from the 3D model. So let's just, I need to break this down actually. I need to explode it. I need to explode it. And make sure, yeah, that's it. It's all loose now. Right. Yeah, I've exploded it. Exploded the model, that is. Not exploded as in UXB kind of thing. Right. What are we doing now? Back onto there. Right, I need to get rid of all this stuff now. Now I can just select that. Okay, press delete. I've got a load of sticks left. Need to get rid of the sticks. I didn't want to. Yes. Right, let's get rid of the sticks. I've got to make sure I don't get rid of any of these holes. And I've got to remember that how deep these are. These are 10 mil. And these are only 1 mil. And that's 11.5 mil. So I'll put some text next to it telling me how I've got to remember when I select the pocket size and that. Right, so let's get back onto this bit. So I need to clear off some of this stuff, but if I'm not careful, if I just select all that, I can't select that, but if I do it that way I can. But what will that get rid of? No, get rid of the top bits, you don't want it. So I might have to do this manually. Like this. Bit time consuming, this is what takes the hours. This is what takes the time. Alright, let's just have a look before I do much more else. Yeah, that's okay. Keep on going. If I was soaring from central London, I would say to you, okay, we fixed it, and I won't bore you with putting it all back together. I'll put it back together off screen. But obviously, I can't do that because can't fast forward a live stream, sorry. Play some music now. I could play some of my intro theme, but alright, this is it. It's time consuming. Actually, can I just do it like that? No, because oh yeah, I can do it that way. But be careful, you'll end up cutting off something you don't want to cut off. It might work though. Let's try it. Let's see if I can do it that way. What will that get me? Okay. That'll work. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, it's awkward. Yeah, see, I've selected some of them. I don't want to select them. Oh my god. I suppose, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll select the blooming lot. Then I'll unselect, hold the shift in. I'll unselect these. And unselect. Oh god, hang on. I forgot to hold the shift in. Right, so I got that. Right, I'll keep the shift in, hold in, unselect them. unselect. No, I want to select that. I want that. I don't want that. No, I don't. What am I doing? Doing it wrong. Unselect these. Unselect that one. That one. Keep all this stuff. It's a nightmare, I know. Unselect that. Unselect that. And that. That. Unselect that. God, this is what takes the time. I'm not that clever to know an easier way of doing it. Probably if you use Fusion 360, if you could spend the time to learn it, you might be able to make it easier anyway. So this is the where it gets monotonous. Nightmare stuff. Anyway, stuff of nightmares. Right, is that it? Let's give it a spin round, make sure. I can't tell. If I let go, what happens? Keeps the selection. Right, there's nothing lit up that I want to keep. Yeah, there is there, look at that. Okay, keep going. Remember not to click again now. Otherwise I've lost all that selection. Is that it? It's hard to keep your concentration. Oh no, there's one more there, look. Okay, one more there. There's always another one, isn't there? You know, you're looking in a... If you're looking in a box for a nut, and you've run out of the size nut you want, there's loads of other trays in there. Just keep looking, you'll find another one. Got lost in one of the other trays. Anyway, I think that's about it, so I'm going to press the delete key. Ready? Now, have I lost any of the structure? No, I haven't. That's what we want, yeah. So let's go back to that. So let's make sure, obviously it's not sitting on the bed anymore. Or is it? Is it? Oh, it is. So it's on the 0. I thought it would be like 12 mil up in the air, but it isn't. Okay, that's even better then. Right, so that, I'll just do this one and then I'll call it a day, I think. I'm going to save that. I've got to keep saving it. I turned off the auto save feature because it got annoying when you're doing a live stream and it starts kicking when you're trying to do something. Right, so I've got that. I've got to add my 4 mil back again. So let's do that now. So if you don't want to circle, you've got to put 2 mil. If you want it 4 mil diameter, you put 2 mil radius, and then you get that. Hopefully I can still do it right. Okay, so that's my bearing housing. That's my hole through for my fixing into the dowel. The dowel will sit inside the bearing. So you don't need to drill a hole for the dowel. It's the idea of the bearing. Right. Okay, so we've got this now. Let's start and do... Now this flat script's very buggy. Or I'll say this flat script isn't quite buggy. I'd say the module side of it. Mind you, I've used other modules. It's only the flat script that does get weird on you. Alright, okay. So what we want to do is we can start from the middle and work out if you like. So this one here, first we've got to tell, because I've created this from, I've got to tell flat script how thick stuff is. So I'm going to be using these are default settings. So material spindle speed I knocked down to 8,000. Plunge rate I half it. I'll just put one. Let's put 1, 2. That'll do. 1, 2, 4. Overhead gantry. Don't want 3D code. I think that's in a work in progress. Show the plot after. Yeah. Generate multi-pass, definitely. There's no way I'm going to mill. When you come to do the edge, you don't want to be your bit to drop down 12 mil and then start going fast, cutting crossways at 12 mil depth. Bad idea. So multi-pass depth. I'm trying to get chunks out of it. So what I'm going to do is multi-pass depth. 1 mil chunk. 1 mil chunk. Should be able to do 1 mil. It's 12 mil. You'll have to go around 12 times. Might be able to do more than 1 mil, but 1 mil. Let's say 1 mil. It's quite a lot, 1 mil. Well, last time I was doing aluminium, that was 0.1 mil. What do we want? So it's 12 mil thick. So let's divide it. We'll do it 1.2 mil. 1.2 millimeter. Okay. Right, so we've got the feed rate. That's going to have to come down as well. Feed rate. 1, 2. I'll make that the same as a plunge rate. Material thickness, it's 12 mil thick. 12 millimeters. Oh, it doesn't put the dot on. So dot 0, 0. For some reason it likes it like that. 100% inside outside overcut. I'll just leave it as it is. Bit diameter, that's the crucial bit. You've got to measure your bit. Whichever bit you're going to use for this. Let's have a look. I've got this little one here. What's it say it is? Threaded SHN mill M42 4 millimeter. I've got different sizes. Let's have a look if this will do the trick. Yeah, that's a nice new one. Nice new one, that is. Look at that. 4 flutes on it. You want a nice sharp one? Yeah, that'll do it. Now it says it's 4 mil. Don't trust it. Check it with your. Just check it. It's worth checking. I've got to measure the shank. 4 mil, yeah. 4 mil. I don't think there's anything on there that's smaller than 4 mil. Now the length, before it starts going up the shank. I need to go slowly over. Alright, so, God, oh, 16 mil. Yeah, so it's that's good. It'll actually, you probably go to a depth of 16.5 mil before you hit the shoulder. So that'll do. So let's say I'm going to cut this with a 4 mil. I'll leave that one out. So it's 4 millimeters. Okay, bit diameter 4.0 millimeters. Tab width, we're not using tabs. A tab is if you want to join it, hold it out of a square, leave it in there. I don't want any mess, so it's going to be held. The first thing I'm going to do is drill these 2 holes here. Right, your safe travel distance now. Safe travel. Why is it only 3 millimeter? Yeah, you safe. We can change this. So we know we've got 240, so we've got 250, 250, 250. Millimeter. And 250. Right, okay. Now safe, your Z safe travel. Well, I'm gonna make it. I normally make the size of the drill bit. Let's make it 5 mil. 5 millimeter. That's it. Okay. Material thickness 12 mil. Feed rate. Ramp in the Z. No, I didn't bother that. Plunge rate. I might slow this plunge rate down a bit. But I'm not in a rush to make this. If you're doing production line, you want it as fast as you can, but I don't need it that fast. So let's go down to let's go down to that and the feed rate. Yeah, spindle speed. I don't know. So it's well, leave it there for now. Right. So I could save all that now, couldn't I? Laser control now, generate. Tabletop is 0. Tabletop is Z0 now, isn't it? That's okay. Alright, so save this. It'll save it. Save. Total number of ones that use G43. Use H. Use tool file. Nor above. It's got some extra stuff on it. This newer version's got some extra stuff on it, so I'll just leave that as is. Right. We don't want to save it there. We want to go down into. Right. I'm going to call it Carousel. First, bottom tier. Well, I can't spell tier. There's 2 ways of saying it. Is it EIR? Don't know. I'll do. Right, save. Okay. So we've got that. Right. And let's put the safe area in there. So this area I've defined as a safe area. What I'd do is when I'm ready, I'd put that over here. Like that. It's going to start from 0, 0. Oh, it's coming out in here. Yeah, this is going to be. You're going to have to try this because I normally do it from 0, 0 here. I'm going to have to move all this out of the way. But anyway, it doesn't stop me generating the G code. But for now, I'm going to put the safe area out of the way a minute. Just going to put it there. Right. Yeah, you've got to keep saving with this as well. With this flat script, it can crash out at any time. It literally can crash out whenever. Right, so we've got our middle one. Let's see if we can do what I'm after doing. Now, normally you can't do it when there's no fill. Let's try something. No, it's a 4mm bit and I want a 4mm hole, so let's try to see if it'll take that. Yeah. Okay, so it's going to let me drill that 4mm hole. And it's 12mm thick, so it's going to go straight through the 12mm. But then I want a pocket. Now I've got to work this out. This is where it gets a bit dodgy. Let me see if I can do a pocket. Because it is going to be a pocket, because I'm not going to mill all the way through. I can't do a pocket because it's not having it. Right. So this is where it could crash out. When you do something weird, it crashes out. So I need to recreate this circle. So let's measure it first. I think it's 35mm. 35mm. Oh, it's because I've rotated it. 34. 35.2. Did I make it slightly bigger? Yeah, I think I did. I think I made it bigger, yeah. Right. So, now the problem with this flat script here, let me undo the flat script. Right, because this flat script, we try and work over top of it, it can crash out the SketchUp. So, I think I'm gonna, what I don't want to do is mill out the bearing size. And it's too tight to fit, I can't get the bearing in. We could take care of that with an inside-outside overcut. But the minute I've let it go 100%, I don't want it loose. So, tell you what I'll do is I'll probably mill this in a bit of scrap timber to start with and see what it's like. So, I'm going to go back. Shall I go back to the original size? Oh no, I did allow a little bit of space, didn't I? Anyway, I've got to get rid of that minute. And I've got to put it back in. And it's got to be, I can either do 35mm dead on. It might be too tight to fit, so let's have a compromise. 35, oh, it's not 35mm diameter. Radius, it's got to do half of that. So it's 17.5. 17.5, I'll do 17.6. So 0.6. Yeah, it's 0.1 of a mil bigger than it needs to be. I think I'll just create it bang on. Let's create it bang on. I'll regret it though if I can't get the bearing in. Let's make it bang on. 17.5, okay. Right, so that's given me that now. So what that'll do, I might have to have a separate G code for this bit. So if I put the pocket in now, do you want to drill a hole all the way through or put the pocket in? Let's put the pocket in. I'll try it. I'm not sure whether it'll give me, it might not give me the option to put that pocket in, or it might mill the pocket around it. So I think I need to drill the hole first. So let's plunge it first and then pocket it See that there? It's trying to pocket it on the wrong side. And literally where that pink line is, it'll mill around it and be too massive. So what you got to do is you've got to flip, reverse the face. Did it reverse it? I'm not sure. Right, let's try again. Yeah, that'll probably work. Right. Okay. Now I've got to tell it how deep I want to pocket it. I don't want to go 12 mil. I need to do. I need to calculate that. It needs to be 11 point 11.5. It needs to be. Yeah, is it 11.5? Yeah, 11.5. So what I'm gonna have to do is calculate that. So let's save that for now. I just need a calculator. Calculator. Right. So this is how I do it. Right. So I've got to calculate. So it's 12 mil thick. 12 mil. I got to do minus. Let's just say minus 90% to get a frame of reference. Equals 1.2. So that's not going to do it. So 12 mil minus 93% equals 0.84. And there's only going to be half a mil left. Okay, so 12 mil minus 94% equals still slightly over. Right, so cancel that. 12 mil minus 95% equals 0.6 of a mil. I can get away with that. 0.6, yeah. Tell you what, let's go a bit further. Right, 12 mil minus 97% equals. Oh, I've done something wrong there. 12 mil minus 96% equals 48 mil. Yeah. Nearly half a mil. It's a little bit too much there. Let's clear that. 12 mil minus 95.8% equals. Yeah. Try that again. 12 mil minus 95.7. 12 mil minus 95.7% equals. Yeah, that's better. So it's slightly over. So let's just double check. So I've got a bad memory. 12 minus 95.7% equals. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're going to do a pocket now. Down in this corner, you'll see it says 50%. So I've got to change that to 95.7%. Okay, that's that bit done. Right, so I've got one hole done. I can just check it again. I have to double check this. Anyway, so that's the pocket. I don't trust my own work here. Hang on, let's get the calculator back again. Try it again. Let's make sure I haven't done it wrong. So 12 mil minus 95.7% equals. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that's 2 holes done. Now these got to be plunged as well, and they just happen to be 4mm as well. I think. Good job I found that 4mm bit, isn't it? Really? Oh, that's 4.7, is it? Okay, I don't need it that big. The ball bearing's only. So yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I need to mill. That needs to come down 1mm. Needs to be plunged 1mm. So let's do the calculator again. Right, here we go then. So 12mm minus. I don't want to come down 1mm. So what's that? I've got no clue. 12mm minus 10%. Okay, so that's too much. 12mm minus 8%. Got 11mm left. That's close. That's enough. Yeah, so 12mm minus 8%. Yeah. Okay. So 8%. So I'm going to plunge these holes now. And I'm going to type 8%. Click that in there. Oh, it's gone back to 100% now. Where's it gone now? Wonder why it's gone back to 100%. Why is it? Have I got to type 8% every time? Surely not. I don't know, I thought it would remember that. Have I checked it? 8%. You can see how it gets a bit precarious and repetitive. 8%. I wonder why it's not remembering it. Thought it did. Anyway. Yeah, so that's quite boring to watch. Sorry. 8%. 8%. 8%. 8%. Wonder why it's not remembering that. 8%. This is where you've got to have a level of concentration. So you make one mistake, you can mess the whole thing up. It's like typing in some hex code out of an old computer programming magazine. Nightmare. Anyway, I think I'll just finish this one up. This actual plate, we get one of these milled out. Once this G code's out, I want to show you the plot. Oh, come on, get in there. I want to show you the plot. And I can show you, there's a web page you can check out your G code as well. Right, so let's just back off. Right, we're done. Do it in stages, so click save. So we've got a little bit done now. I thought, yeah, the pocket. It's a pocket that when you do a pocket, it remembers a set, but the plunge doesn't seem to remember it. Right, so what I've got to do now is you can't put a pocket. Let's try a pocket. It probably won't do anything. Yeah, it's not doing anything to that. It's not finding anything to do a pocket with. So what we've got to do now we're going to have to take one of the lines out and draw a line so it fills it. And when you get your pocket tool, it should see how you do a pocket now. Right, so I've got to go around all this. Let's just take these off, all of it. I'll go down and put a line in. Yeah, it's just one of those, just to work around basically. But perhaps I need to change my tools. But once you've got something that works, you end up, you stick with it, you know. But I mean, right, so I've got to draw the line back in. Yeah, because you need the flat edge on it. You need the surface. Flat script, when it does a pocket, it needs some material to work from. I'm surprised it hasn't crashed out yet on me yet. I should speak too soon, really. These are square anyway, but because the bit is round, it's just going to follow the tool path, and you're going to end up with rounded corners, whatever the 4mm is. So, okay, right. Again, save again, keep saving. Any amount of work that took a little while, just save it, because it does crash all the time, this. Well, it hasn't crashed yet, has it? Okay. Right, what we want now then is put the pockets in. Now we've got to work out the pockets next. The pockets, got to work out the pocket size. So that, need the calculator again for that. Right. So the pocket size, it's 12mm thick material. I want the pockets to be 10mm deep. So we can work that out. 12mm minus, let's just do 12%. Close. Close. We don't want to be over because I want a nice base on it. Couple of mil base. So 12mm minus 12.5%. 10.5 mil. No. You could make them 1 mil, but I don't want to. I don't take the chance. So 12mm minus 14%. 10.32. 12mm minus 15%. 10.02. 15%. No, I'm doing it wrong, aren't I? So I'm doing it the wrong way around. I need to get it to do the other way around. The 12mm minus 90% equals 2mm left. Oh God, have I done the other one wrong as well then? That other pocket, I may have done that wrong as well. God. How did I do that? Anyway, let's check that. The plunge is probably right, isn't it? May have done it all wrong. But we'll try it in a minute. We'll just get it. I'll do one of these two, and we'll try it. We can have a look at the 3D version of the toolpath, and you can tell whether there's something gone wrong just by looking at the toolpath. Right, so 12mm minus 90%, 92% equals 0.96. No, don't want that. So 12 mil, no, I wish I was good at maths, minus 88% equals 1.44. 12 mil minus 86% equals 1.68 mil. I want 2 mil left over, so 12 mil minus 84% equals nearly 12 mil minus 80. Did I say 2% last time? Oh, gone over this time. 12 mil minus 83% equals, that's it. Slightly, I need to go a little bit more. It's 12 mil minus 83.5% equals 1.98. That'll do. Right, let's try and remember what I did. 12 minus 83.5% equals, yeah, 83.5%. Okay, so get pocket tool. See, it's going the wrong way again, look. Don't want that. So what you got to do is you've got to turn these, select all these and reverse the faces. Reverse the face. That's just the way flat script works. Alright. Reverse faces. Okay. Now, yeah, it's going on the inside now. I can see that. Oh god, what was it? 83.5%. So 83.5%. Okay, that's one. Let's just get the calculator. I don't trust. Should write this down really. 12 mil minus 83.5%. That's the one. Okay, back onto here. Yeah, it's kept the 83.5%. Alright, this is making quick work of it, isn't it? But it could crash. Could crash. Okay, so that's that. Let's just save that. I'll generate some G-code and I'll open up a G-code viewer. I haven't finished yet. We've got to do these holes. Actually, that's all there's left to do in it on the outside. Now forget about that. Let's just try it first. Right, so to get some G-code out of this, you've got to put the safe. You've got to put the safe area over this. Hang on. That's not going to work, is it? Yet? Hang on. I need one more line here. 10 mil. Right, so put the safe distance. What it'll do, it'll just snap to that, see? Okay. Yeah, it'll snap to that. Actually, I need a bit more safe distance here. If I'm going to come over 10 mil, I need some safe distance. So, yeah, it's not going high enough, so that, and it's there, so I need to come. Right, so let's do another one off there. 10 mil. Oh, didn't want that. 10 mil. Okay, so I need to alter this to 260 mil, because I need 10 mil either side. The safe X, the safe Y. Okay, and it should have changed. Let's just bring it in again. Yeah, that's better. Because you need room for the tool thickness, the bit diameter, to be able to get around the safe area, otherwise it won't be able to cut it. So that's okay. Right, save all that. Right, I'll generate G-code now. We need more G-code, but let's just generate that. So here we go. Generate G-code. Where are we going to put it? Not in documents. Why does everyone insist on defaulting to documents? I never used documents. Once you delete your windows, you lost all your documents. Right. So this is going to be CNC real underscore bottom tier CNC. Okay, save. Oh, dear me, need a better seat. Right, so output file stored, fair enough. Ah, here we go. Now it's showing me the G-code. And it's showing me in a kind of 3D. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop over to gonna have to pop over to a browser. Right, we're gonna have to go on this NC viewer. Right, I'm gonna load up this file. And what I'll be able to do is follow the toolpath around. There it is. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is where it gets interesting. Right, so this tool, it'll simulate cutting it. So here we go. You ready? See how it's plotting those. Well, I can definitely tell I've done this wrong. Because those 1mm holes that I wanted for the ball bearing just to sit in, it's drilling them out at 10, 11mm. So the pockets are okay. These pockets it's doing now are okay. This is why it's a good idea to use this tool to have a look. You can tell whether it's going to go right or not. Yeah, so that'll go through so many passes for each one, not in a rush. I wonder if it even changes the bit diameter to match what's in your foil. Possibly. Yeah. So yeah, these are all wrong. They're too deep. Possibly. Have I done another plunge right? This looks right. How did that turn out right then? Oh, because that's a pocket tool. Now the middle one might not turn out right. I think it's lost the middle one. Is there any G-code for plunging down there? I may have lost the plunge on that one. May have confused the hell out of that. It's not the end of the world, I mean. You could drill it manually, but I mean, I need to do that. I need to find out why. That's weird, isn't it? Right. So there's a G-code scrolling up the screen. So I've got to stand over this with a vacuum cleaner and suck all the bits up. It makes a right mess, it does. Want to keep this spindle not going nuts, and then chunks, better sized chunk. Anyway, so that, yeah, there's a few mistakes, but this is the whole idea of putting it through this so you can work it out. You can see your tool path. It starts from there, comes in 10mm, 10mm. Okay, so I'll stop that there. Now, I can't see in here plunging. So, it must have, what it must have done, it must have lost that. And these are wrong anyway. So you could do an inside-outside overcut instead. But these are only going down a little bit. So can I cancel that one out? Let's try the rubber. No. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to cancel these off. Select them all and click the rubber. Right, so they're supposed to be gone now. They've changed. So I've physically got to delete that off there now. Yeah, got to delete it off. So I've got to delete these out of here. Because they're not the right depth. Yeah, this is what you got to do just to get the amount of work. Well, unless you use some modern software that costs a fortune. This is the kind of thing you got to do to. But once you've got your G code, you're home and away basically. Well, I've got that one as well. Oh, that's the part of the G code. Right, so back. We know them are okay. So we need to sort these out. That hole there, it's gonna have a trouble doing that one. So I might have to put that in manually. Or generate another G code. So it's is that 4mm? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, let's work out these. Let's work out these again. So I want 1mm pocket. So calculator again. So 12mm minus 10%. Minus 10%. What does that give me? Equals 10.8. Doing that wrong, am I? Must be doing that wrong. 10 point. Is that the amount of material left? No, I'm doing it right. That's the amount. I want some material left. That's right. So 12mm minus 8%. 11.04. That's close enough. So I'll have 11mm out of the 12mm. I'm going to have 11, just over 11mm left. That's fine. Right, so 12mm minus 8% equals, yeah, that'll do. Right, so I can put them in again. Let's do that now then. Plunge tool. And we want 8%. 8%. 8%. I think it'll remember this. He's putting back to 100%. 8%. 8%. 8%. Maybe an option for it to remember it somewhere. That G-code tester toolpath is worth its weight in gold. I used to have to try it on a bit of scrap wood or something. Not now though. I wonder what defaults. Yeah, because these only got to plunge down 1 mil. I wonder why does it go to 100%? It's annoying that. It just goes back to 100% for the next one. Right, that's going to be the same as well. Oh. That just needs to be 100%. That actually needs to plunge down 100% straight through. So that can just stay at 100%, that one can. Right, so let's save that. Give it another go. I'll leave this pocket for a minute. Because it wipes this one out. What I might have to do is a separate file just to mill that bit out after. Without the rest of it. Sometimes you have to do that. Well, they're pink and that one's... Okay, right. Here we go then. Let's do a little bit more this time now. So we want to plunge 100% down there. Oh, it needs to be 6 mil though. That needs to be a pocket. And it won't let me do anything because this is 6 mil. So I need to draw over top of it. That's it. Just draw over top of it. I need to plunge down. That's it. Probably want to pocket it to 100% pocket. You won't let me pocket it. Oh, I need it inside, outside, overcut. Yeah. That's the wrong way around. So you can either choose that one. No. Yeah, that'll do it. Right. This is where because it catches it. Right, okay. So it's just gonna cut. That'll just cut to the full depth. Now that's on the inside, so you don't want that. I want. That's it. Okay. Right, so we've got a lot of it done. Save. See what I was on about earlier about the toolpath. The toolpath passes over the line, so you need a bit of space in your material to do it. Right, so what I need now is generate it again. I saved it, can't remember. Save it. I'll have to mess around with that, see if I can get that pocket. It's better if I do it all in one file. And save me a lot of trouble. Sorry about the noise. Right, is it going to show me the generated stuff? Sometimes it doesn't show the plot, so if you click that, there you go, see that? Another bug I found. Oh, I've lost it now, where's it gone? There it is. Anyway, so yeah, it's done all that. It's done some weird squiggly things here. See that? That's weird stuff. Strange. Must have decided it's going to mill that. Didn't do it there. Maybe it's something on the new. Yeah, it's done it there as well. Maybe it's telling you it's going to do a reverse cut or something. Stop the chattering. I don't know. It must have a reason. Unless it's an error. So what we'll do is close that. Open it up in this again. Right, let's open it back up. Where's it gone? That's it there. Okay, you've got lots going on there. Oh, there's more hidden stuff. So what is it going to do? Spin around there? Don't know what it's going to do there. Let's see. Right, here we go. Run that. You can see it's just got the clearance, the 5mm clearance, and it's only drilling this little bit here, which is the 1mm, I think. Yeah, that's a safe height. So it's going to lift off the material, and it did the middle one as well. Yeah, so that's going to take a while, isn't it? Hang on, is there any way of speeding that up? No. Let's let it run for a minute. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's the one. So you've got to go through the rest. So really, it could take a whole week to do this from nothing, from start to finish. To get G-code could take a week. It took how many days? 3. Is it 3? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 3 days. 3 days, and yeah, not whole days, on and off, bits and pieces. Yeah, so 3 days. Oh, still haven't had a response back from the guy with the ball bearings. Maybe he's gone on holiday or something. Oh well, I'll have to just break a bicycle wheel apart or something. Or just don't fit the bearings for now. Probably I'd get more bearings by the time I've done all this anyway. Yeah, so that's basically it really. It's just gonna carry on. I just wanted to see what it would do around here. What is it gonna spin around? It might be because it's milling it. The older version of the flat script never used to do all this. It didn't put extra stuff in. I think they're trying to bring it up to scratch. I think because I mean your AutoCAD and that your Fusion 360, it will change the tool paths and do some clearance stuff, clearing holes. Whereas this one never used to do any of that. I mean, it's up to you, but so if they have put it in for a reason, or is it a bug? I don't know. We'll soon find out. How long is that going to go on for? You should be able to zoom in and find out how many passes it is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 passes. 9 passes. So I told it to do 1.2 mil. 1.2 mil. And it's doing a 10, just over 10 mil pocket at 1.2 mil. Makes it's 8 passes, plus this one's a smaller pass. That looks good at the minute. Looks about right. I don't know if you can measure this. Is there any way to measure that? What is that? I don't know what we can do with this. Anyway, has it finished? It's almost finished that. Let's see what it's going to do. When it finishes, see if it's going to spin around these. I'm going to call it a day after this bit. Oh, here you go. So that's now milling out the. It's milling out the hole, the 6mm hole. Oh, it's disappeared off. Oh, it's going to go to the other side now. Doing the other side. Oh, it's going around the edge now. Follow it around. Yeah, it's going all the way around. Okay, that's okay. So it's not spinning. It's not spinning around them holes. So I don't know what that is. Don't know why it's generated that code. It's ignoring it. Or is it just going to... No, yeah, it's ignoring it. Anyway. Interesting. It's a lot of G code, isn't it? Imagine having to write that manually. They used to write it manually, didn't they? Yeah, it's finished. Yeah. So that's okay. So it's just the pocket. It's just the pocket I've got to work out now. This pocket. Dare I add the pocket to it? No, we'll call it a day. Right, so that's it. So potentially, so what I could do to that pocket, I could just copy this over there and generate that hole on its own. You'd have to load another one. And you'd move the safe zone over to that. So what I normally do is tell it what size I've generated the bit, you know. So let's put a bit of text on here. So it's a 4mm bit. Okay, that's small, isn't it? You can hardly see it. Oh yeah, 4mm bit. Okay. Yeah, because if you use the wrong bit, you've had it. So, oh god, shall I just try that? I don't know why it didn't do it. I'll leave it for now. We'll sort it out another day. Right, so anyway, I'm off to bed now. 25 past 2 in the morning. Gotta go and get some zids. Alright then. Let's give you a blast over here again. Am I in there? There you go. Oh, I forgot where I was. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, that is how you start to do G code from a SketchUp drawing. So what I'll do is, if I mill this out tomorrow, mill the one section out, I'll get the GoPro on it or something. Wire it up to the GoPro and get it recording, and you can see it milling it out. I've got to sort out these fixing holes here. So how I'll do it, I'm going to attach a spoil board to the bed of the CNC, and what I'll do is I'll tell you what I can do. I'll create these two holes first. So going back to the first bit of G code, it's going to create these holes first. And once it's got them holes, then I'll screw in or fit. So now I've got a fit. It needs to drill. What I need is a fixed point of reference. I've got home position switches on the CNC, but they're only switches, so they're not highly accurate. So I could, unless I just clamp it down. You only need them if you're going to turn it over, really. If you're going to mill the back. So when we come to, we'll have to do this every night. A bit of this. I'll have to record each time I do it because some of the bottom one doesn't need turning over. I don't think the middle one does either. No, it doesn't. But definitely the top one does. Because the pockets are facing up. The bearing fits in from underneath. So that's going to have to be turned over, that one. And also, the top one needs turning over as well. Milling both sides. So it's a bit of a, yeah, it's a lot going on. A lot of work to do, but will it be worth it? I don't know. Be interested anyway. And I'll use it, so. Right. I'm going now, so I'll see you again. If you've watched this long, you must be mad, but anyway. This is Dave from UPass. Signing off, going. And we'll catch up again another time. Tomorrow, probably. Okay, bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.